Last spring, our production of Matilda the Musical was postponed to ensure the safety of the students, staff, and the community. Last July, with the help of Mr. Walski and the dedication of the students, we were able to record a simplified version of the show. We used what costumes, set, and other tech elements we had available. Although this is a pared-down version of the show, I was still very much impressed with the hardworking, talented students who were able to make this project a reality. Thank you to Dr. Truesdale, Principal Gamboa, Assistant Principal Radsky, and the District 201 Board of Education for your support in making this possible. And thank you to the visual arts students who created such beautiful artwork inspired by Matilda. Thank you and enjoy the show.
Yes, sir, that's right, sir. 155 brand new luxury cars, sir. Are the good runners? Well, you would have beat him in a race. No, sir. They are good, sir. No, I'm not funny, sir. So how much exactly?
Harry!
Hi, Mom.
Look at this! She's reading a book! That's not normal for a 5-year-old. I think she might be an idiot.
Listen to this! It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom.
Ah!
Stop scaring my mother with that book, boy!
I'm a girl.
And she keeps trying to tell me stories, Harry. Stories? I mean, who wants to listen to stories? It's not normal for a girl to be all thinking.
I'll call you straight back. Would you please shut up? I'm trying to pull off this biggest business deal of my life, and I have to listen to this. It's your fault you spent us in trouble, and you expect me to get out of it. What am I, a flaming escapologist?
Escapologist, he says. What about me then? I have this whole house to look after. Dinners don't microwave themselves, you know? If you're an escapologist, I must be an acrobat to balance that law. The world's greatest acrobat. I'm off to bleach my roots, and I shan't be talking to you for the rest of the evening. You are a little man!
Well, I'm gonna make us rich.
Rich?
Yeah,
How rich?
very rich. They're Russian businessmen. They're very, very stupid. Your genius husband's gonna sell the 155 knackered old bangers as brand new luxury cars.
But that's not fair. The cars will break down. What about the Russians?
Fair? Listen to the boy.
I'm a girl.
Fear does not get you anywhere, you thick-headed twit brain. All I can say is, thank heavens Michael has inherited your old man's brains. Eh, son? Michael.
Well, I shall take the money when you earn it, and I shall spend it. But I shan't enjoy it because of the despicable way in which you have spoken to me tonight.
This is your fault. With your stupid books and your stupid stories.
What? But I didn't do anything. It's not right.
Right? Right. You know what? You're off for school in a few days' time, and you won't be getting right there. No. I know your headmistress, Agatha Trunchbull. Big, strong, scary woman she is. Used to compete in the Olympics, throwing the hammer. Imagine what she's going to do to a squeaky little goblin like you, boy.
I'm a girl.
Now get off to your room, you little bookworm.
Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. So they sang, such a quick forward, none two. They never stood a chance, they were written out away. Innocent victims of bit naughty. Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, nothing will change. Even if you're little, you can do a lot. You must little things like they just love you. If you sit around and let the kids on top of you, won't change a thing. That's not right. And if it's not right, you have to put it right. Clap some blonde hair down. Extra strong. Keep out of reach of children. Oil by the hair tonic. For men. Yep. In the slip of a boat, there's a tiny rowboat. The seed of a wall and the creak of a floorboard. Some can begin with the flap of a wing. The tiniest might catch the mightiest thing every day. Start with the tick of a clock on escapes. Start with the click of a lock. You're stuck in your story. You want to get out. You don't have to cry. You don't have to shout. You better do a lot. You must let it be like this of you. If you sit around and let it get on top of you, won't change a thing. Doesn't find that life's not fair. It doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, you might as well be saying you're thinking that it's okay, and that's not right. And if it's not right, you have to put it right. But nobody else is gonna put it right for me. Nobody but me is gonna change my story. Sometimes we have to be a little bit naughty.
You see, son, in business, a man's hair is his greatest asset. Good hair means good brains. So the secret to my success in business is secrets. Yes, secrets. The secrets to my success in business is this. Royal or Violet's hair tonic for men. You don't have to put too much, but if you do, it will ruin the hair. Just put it down right here. I love doing this part. If you just put it on your roots, you can feel the scalp just stinging. That's when you know it's working. There goes the bananas and bada boom, bada boom. Look how astonished he is. With hair like this, you simply cannot get unnoticed.
Your hair! It's green!
Lord, have you stopped it already? It's not even 8:30. Oh, my hair's green. My hair's green!
What on earth did you do that for? Why do you want green hair?
I don't want green hair. I don't even know how this happened.
Perhaps you used to little mommy's cross eye by mistake.
That's exactly what you've done, you stupid man!
But I don't want green hair. My beautiful hair. Oh my God, Lord, Rush. I've got that business meeting for today. What am I going to do? What am I
I
going
know
to do?
what you can do.
What?
Pretend you're an elf.
Genius. I can pretend I am. Did you listen to the boy? What a loony.
Mommy, would you like to hear a story?
Don't be disgusting! Go on, creep on back to that library of yours or something. The sooner you're locked up in school, the better.
Matilda, what a pleasure to see you. Here in the library again, are we?
Yes, my mom didn't want me to go out. She hates it when I grow up. She misses me so much. Dad too, he loves having me around. But I think it's good for grown-ups to have their own space.
Your parents must be so proud to have a girl as clever as you. And do you tell them lots of stories like you do to me? Oh, I love your stories, Matilda. And that's not a hint, by the way. But if you did happen to have a story you wanted to tell me...
Once upon a time, the two greatest circus performers in the entire world, an escapologist who could escape from any lock that was ever invented, and an acrobat who was so skilled it seemed as though she could actually fly, fell in love, and got married. They performed some of the most incredible feats anyone has ever seen, and people would come from miles around. Kings, queens, celebrities, and astronauts. And not just see the skill, but also to see their love for each other, which was so deep that it was said that cats would pursue past them, and dogs would weep with joy. They moved into a beautiful old house on the edge of town. In the evenings, they would walk in and take the air, and the children of the town would wait in anticipation, hoping for a glimpse of the shiny white scarf the acrobats always wore. For then they knew they only had to cry, "Tricks! Tricks!" and the great performers would instantly oblige with the most spectacular show, just for them. But although they loved each other, although they were famous and everyone loved them, they were sad.
We have everything.
We have everything that the world has to offer, said the wife.
We have everything.
But we do not have the one thing in the world we want most.
But that one
We
thing.
do not have a child.
Patience, my love.
Patience, my love, the husband replied. Time is on our side. Even time loves us.
Oh, Matilda.
But time is the one thing no one is master of. As time passed, they grew quite old and still had no child. At night, they would listen to the silence of their big empty house. They would imagine how beautiful it would be if it was filled with the sounds of a child playing.
Matilda, this is very sad.
Do you want me to stop?
Don't you dare!
Their sadness overwhelmed them and drew them on to ever more dangerous feats. As the work became a place they could escape the inescapable tragedy of their lives. And so it was decided they had to perform the most dangerous feats ever known to man. "It is cold," said the husband, announcing the event to the world press who had gathered to listen with bated breath. The burning woman, hurling through the air, with dynamite in her hair, over sharks and spiky objects, caught by the man locked in the cage. And it's the most dangerous feat ever known to man.
It is our destiny.
Said the wife, smiling sadly while slipping her hand into his. It is where the loneliness of life has led us.
What happened next?
I don't know. I'll tell you tomorrow.
What? I mean, isn't there a bit more? Just a bit more. I suppose your mother's here. I would love to meet her, actually.
Goodbye, Miss Phelps. I'll see you tomorrow.
After your first day of school.
Good morning, children. My name is Miss Honey, and today is a very special day. Your first day at school. Now, do any of you know any of your 2 times tables? Wonderful. Matilda, isn't it? Please send them to as many as you can.
1 times 1 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 2 is 6,
Well,
4 times 2
my word, that is very...
4 times 2 is 8, 5 times 2 is 10, 6 times 2 is 12, 7 times 2 is 14, 8 times 2 is 16.
Stop! Good heavens, how far can you go?
I don't know. Quite a long way, I think.
Do you think you can tell me what 2 times 28 is?
56.
Well, yes, that's very... How about this? Now this is much harder, so don't worry if you don't get it. But 2 times 487. If you took your time to think of it...
974.
12 sevens.
84.
Let's leave now for the time being and look at reading. Can anyone read this? Me, pick me, Miss. Very well, Nigel. Yes, I think we'd better leave it there, Nigel. We don't want you to burst a blood vessel on your first day. Lavender?
Is the first word tomato?
No, but tomato is a very good word. Matilda?
I can now read words.
So, Matilda, you can read words.
Yes, well, I needed to learn to read words so I could read sentences. Because a sentence is basically a big bunch of words. And if you can't read sentences, you've got no chance of books.
And have you read a whole book yourself, Matilda?
Oh, yes, I love them. Last week, I read quite a few.
A few? In a week? My mother's very good. What books do you read?
Nicholas Nickleby, Oliver Twist, Jane Eyre, Tessa the Underbills, Lord of the Rings, Kim, The Invisible Man, The Secret Garden, Punishments, and Sick of the Dump.
Knock on the door, Jenny. Just knock on the door. To be pathetic. Knock on the door, Jenny. There's nothing to fear. You're being pathetic. It's just a door. You've seen one before. Just knock on the door. Look at you trying to hide, see. Standing outside the principal's office like a little girl. It's just pathetic. Look at you hesitating, hands shaking. You should be embarrassed. You're not a little girl. It's just pathetic. Look on the door, Jenny. What are you waiting for? Just knock on the door. Passage awaited, probably having a meeting or something. It will want to be interrupted if anything cautious in these situations is sensible. Want to avoid confrontation possible. I'll come back later. Knock on the door, Jenny. Just knock on the door. Don't be pathetic.
Enter. Well, don't just stand like a wet tissue. Get on with it.
Well, yes, Miss Trunchbull. There is in my class that is a little girl called Matilda Wormwood, and
Daughter of Mr. Harry Wormwood, who owns Wormwood Motors. Excellent man. Tell me to watch out for the little brat there. Says she's a real wart.
oh no, headmistress, I don't believe Matilda's that type of child at all.
What is the school motto, Miss Honey?
Bambinatum as maggotum.
Bambinatum as maggotum. Children are maggots! In fact, it must have been her who put that stink bomb under my desk this morning. I'll have it for that. Thank you for suggesting it.
But I didn't. Miss Trunchbull, Matilda Wormwood is a genius.
Nonsense! Haven't I just told you she's a gangster?
But she knows her times tables.
So she's learned a few tricks.
But she can read.
Wow, so can I!
I have to tell you, headmistress, that in my opinion, this little girl should be placed in the top form with the 11-year-olds.
What? But she is a shrimp, an unhatched tadpole. We cannot just place it in with the 11-year-olds. What kind of society would that be? What about the rules, honey? Rules!
I believe Matilda Wormwood is an exception to the rules.
Exception to the rules. In my school, look at these trophies, see how my trophies gleam in the spotlight, see how they shine. What do you think it took to become English hammer throwing champion? 1969. Do you think in that moment when my big moment came that I treated no rules with casual disdain? Well, like hell! As I stepped up to the circle, did I change my plan? What? As I chalked on my palms, did I wave my hands? I did not! As I started my spin, did I look at the view? Did I drift off and dream for a minute or two? You think I faltered or amended my rotation? You think I altered my intended elevation? As the hammer took off, did I change my grunt? My grunt I have practiced for many a month. Not a jot, not a dot, did I strive in the plot? Not a detail of my throw is adjusted or forgotten. Not even when the hammer left my hands and sailed higher up above the stands. Did I let myself go? No, 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 no. No. If you want to throw the hammer for your country, you have to stay inside the circle all the time. And if you want to make a team, you don't need happiness or self-esteem. You just need to keep your feet inside the line. Sing, children. 1, 2, 3, 4.
If you want to throw the hammer for your country, Matilda, you have to stay inside the circle
All the time.
Circular Matilda, Matilda,
Success, you don't choose sympathy or tenderness. You have to force the little spits to toe the line. Sing, Jenny. Hi.
If you want to throw the hammer for your country, you have to stay inside the circle all the time.
Apply just one simple rule to have a throwing life and school. Life's a ball, so learn to find the body line and toe it, and always keep your feet inside the line. Now get out!
Well, I must tell you, headmistress, that it is my intention to help this little girl, whether you like it or not.
Stupid, stinking, great big question asking. Why the hell are they asking me those stupid questions? Great big nosy Russians.
Oh no! Don't tell me we're not rich.
It's the mileage. They take one look at the mileage and they say,
These guys were knackered.
I told them the reason why the mileage is so high is because it's a manufacturing mistake.
Is that true?
Of course it's not true.
So you lied.
Of course I lied.
They didn't believe you?
If they didn't believe me, of course they didn't believe me, because I've got green hair.
I've got hair.
And what's this, another flaming book? What's wrong with the telly?
She's got no respect to that one. It's just books and stories.
Oh, no, it's a lovely book. Honest, you should read it.
Lovely? This is what I think about your lovely. You see it? Chapter 6. Rubbish! All this rubbish!
Do we have any super glue?
Yeah, bookworm.
How about you glue that stupid book to your stupid head? Oh, that's too funny. Hilarious.
Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, nothing will change. Even if you're little, you can do a lot. You mustn't let the little things like little stop you. If sit around and let them get on top you, might as well be saying you think that's okay. And that's not right.
Shirt, jacket. My. Oh, thank God. Got my iron, you boy.
I'm a girl.
Whatever.
Matilda, can I ask you a question? Does it hurt with all those brains inside your head? I mean, it's got you all squished up in there.
No, it's fine. They just all fit.
Right. Well, I better stick around just in case brains are spilling out your ears. I'm Matilda, by the way, and I think it's in your best interest we become best friends. Help me! Help me! to the seat. Someone told her I didn't, but I never, and now she's after me.
That's not fair. That's not fair at all.
You're done, kid. You're finished.
Once Agatha Trunchbull decides you're guilty, you're squished.
Yesterday, she caught Julius Rollwinkle eating licorice during class. She just picked him up, swung him around, and threw him out the window.
Don't listen to them. That didn't happen. They're trying to scare us.
Oh, Matilda. They're saying she's gonna put me in Cherokee.
What's Cherokee?
They say it's a cupboard in her office that she throws children into. They say she's lined it with nails and spikes and bits of broken glass.
There's a place you are sent if you haven't been good. It is made of a spikes and wood. It isn't light enough to sit.
And even if you could,
There are nails on the bar, so you wish you stuck. When the hinges creak and the door is closed, you can now see spark at the end of your nose. And when you scream, you don't know if the sound came out. If the scream in your head even reached your mouth.
Oh, wait. Look. When did this happen?
20 minutes ago. Why?
Nigel! Come break the blanket!
Please don't tell her where I'm Matilda. She'll
You stop writing spleen. Where's the maggot known as? Nigel.
He's under the blanket. Where he's been for the last hour, actually.
What, an hour?
Yes, well, you see, Nigel suffers from a rare chronic sleep disorder called narcolepsy. This is where the sufferer experiences bouts of chronic fatigue and suddenly falling asleep, often without any warning at all. You see, he fell asleep when we put him under the blanket of safety, didn't we? Didn't we?
Yes, 100%.
Narcolepsy.
He'll probably think he's in bed once he wakes.
Good morning, Mom. Is it time for school yet? Oh, well, this isn't my bedroom at all. Oh, hello, Miss Trunchbull.
A man's a thrift.
Yes, Miss Trunchbull?
What have I told you about wearing pigtails? I hate pigtails.
My mommy likes them. She says they make me look pretty.
Well, your mummy is a twit. Very big mistake.
Just so you all know, she's my best friend.
Wow.
No, yes, sir. Brand new stocks. Oh, the green hair. That was for National Green Color Day. Yeah, for all the greens around the world. Like quick, what's the green item?
Lettuce.
Lettuce, cucumbers, broccoli, vomit. Wait. New tomorrow. No, that'll be splendid. Okay, thank you, sir. Dos de Bonya. And that is how you deal with this.
Are you alright, sir?
Perfectly fine. Because it looks like it's about to rain. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Who is it?
Oh, yes, it's Miss Honey, Matilda's teacher.
Bit's busy right now.
It will only take a moment.
Oh, come in if you must. This is Rodolfo, my dance partner. It's nothing like that.
Ciao.
Ah, parla italiano? Bien, ciao Rodolfo. Parsi, ¿cómo está?
What? Babe, who is this? You know what instructions do to my energy flow.
What do you want, Miss Chutney? It's Miss Honey. Well, as you know, Matilda's in the bottom class, and children in the bottom class aren't really expected to learn how to read.
Well, stop her reading then. Lord knows we tried.
Come on, though. I'm in the zone here. I can feel it in my hips. Don't waste this.
I'm not in favor of girls getting all clever pants, Miss Hussey. A girl should think about makeup or hair dye. Looks are much better than books. You chose looks. No, you didn't choose looks. I chose looks. You chose books.
I beg your pardon.
Babe, I'm on fire here. Please.
But Matilda can calculate complex figures in her head in an instant.
Calculate this.
Oh! Fantastico!
Her mind is incredible. With a little help from us, she could...
Mine? Mine. Hermione, you clearly don't know anything, do you? Somewhere along the way, my dear, you've made an awful error. You ought to blame yourself now. Come along. You seem to think that people like people who are clever. It's very quaint, it's very sweet, but wrong. People don't like smarty pants what go round, claiming that they know stuff we don't know. Now look at this. What you know matters less than the volume with which what you don't know is expressed. Content has never been less important. So you have got to be loud. Girl, you gotta learn to stand up and stick out from the crowd. Whee! A little less flat, a lot more heel. A little less fat, a lot more feel. A little less brains, a lot more hair. A little less head, a lot more derriere. No one's gonna tell you when to shake your tush well. You got a light, don't hide it under a bushel. No one's gonna look if you don't stand out. No one's gonna listen if you don't shout. No one's gonna care if you don't care. So go and put some highlights in your hair, 'cause you gotta highlight what you got. Even if what you got is not a lot, you gotta be loud. You gotta give yourself permission to shine. Stand up and be proud. A little less, a lot more sing. A little less, a lot more swing. A little less dressing like your mom. A little more ba-dum-bum-bum, ba-dum-bum. I look nice, you don't. No one's gonna tell you when to wiggle your bum.
No one's gonna love you if you don't know the rumba.
Everybody loves a little something exotic.
But learning the language is over the top.
It doesn't really matter if you don't know nuts.
As long as you do it with the volume up.
The less you have to sell, the harder you sell it. The less you have to say, the louder you yell it. The dumber the act, big is the confession. The less you have to show, the louder you stress it. You gotta get up, you gotta get up and be loud.
Stop being pathetic, Jenny. Just get on your feet, Jenny. You are going to march and then give them a piece of your mind. Leave it alone, Jenny. The more that you try, the more you just look like a fool. This is not your problem. You've not got the spine. You are a teacher, just go back to school. She seems not to know that she's special at all. And what sort of teacher would I be if I let this little girl fall? I can see this little girl needs somebody strong to fight by her side. Instead, she's found me, pathetic little me. And another door closes, and Jenny's outside.
And so the great day arrived. It was like the entire world had gathered to see the burning woman hurling through the air with dynamite in her hair, with sharps and spiky objects caught by the man locked in the cage. Everything was arranged by the acrobat's sister, a frighting woman who used to be an Olympic-class hammer thrower, who loved nothing better than to scare the innocent children of the town. People whispered that in her dark, brooding heart she resented her sister for both her success and her love. Suddenly, out came the escapologist, dressed in his usual tights and spangly costume. There was no sight at all of the acrobats, no glimpse at all of the shiny white scarf. And instead of the musical fanfare, there was silence as he solemnly strode into the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the burning woman hurling through the air with dynamite in her hair over sharps and spiky objects caught by the man locked in the cage has been cancelled.
No!
Cancelled because my wife is pregnant.
Oh, Matilda.
Absolute silence. He could have heard a fly buzz. Then suddenly, the audience jumped to its feet and roared in appreciation. Applause went on for nearly an hour. The great feat was instantly forgotten.
Hooray! So the story has a happy ending.
No.
No.
Forgotten by everyone except, that is, the acrobat's sister. When all had quieted down, she had stepped forward and produced a contract.
A contract?
A contract you have signed to perform this feat. And perform this feat you shall.
No.
I paid for the posters, publicity, catering, and toilet facilities. If I give the crowd their money back, where's my profit? A contract is a contract is a contract. My hands are tied. The burning woman hurling through the air with dynamite in her hair over sharps and spiky objects caught by the man locked in the cage will be performed this day or up to the prison you both shall go.
No. No. No! Well, what happened next?
I don't know yet.
What? But I don't know if my nerves will make it till tomorrow to know what happened.
Mrs. Phelps, are you crying? Perhaps I shouldn't tell you more of my story.
No. We must find out how it ends. I'm not crying because it's sad. The child is just so wanted. It must be wonderful for a child to be that wanted.
Yes, wonderful. Yeah, I'd better go. Bye.
Matilda, could I speak to you, please? I'm afraid I've not been too successful in getting others to recognize your abilities. So, starting tomorrow, I shall bring in a selection of very clever books that will challenge your mind. You may sit and read them while I teach the others. And if you have any questions, well, I shall do my best to answer them. How does that sound?
Yes, I would love that.
Mrs. Wormwood? Matilda Wormwood, where is...
Yes, Miss Trunchbull?
So you admit it, do you?
Admit what, Miss Trunchbull?
This clot, his foul carbuncle is none other than a disgusting criminal, a denizen of the underworld, a member of the mafia. This morning you sneaked like a serpent into the kitchen and stole a slice of my private chocolate cake from my tea tray.
No, I did not! Miss Trunchbull, Matilda's been here all morning.
Standing up with a little spitball, are you? Well, this crime took place before school started. Therefore, she is guilty.
Okay. Look. Oh, all right, I stole the cake. And honestly, I was sort of almost thinking about owning up to it. But the thing was, I had scoffed the cake down too quick. And now, my stomach was beginning to fight back. Ugh. See?
I'm not guilty, I didn't do anything!
You are guilty because you are a fiend. You are a crook. You are a thief. And I shall crush you. I shall pound you. I shall consign you to the seventh circle of hell, madam. You shall be destroyed!
It was the biggest burp I had ever done. It was the biggest burp I had ever heard. The biggest burp I had ever heard about. It was as if the entire world went silent for that burp to exist, as a huge cloud of chocolatey gas wafted from my mouth and across the room, past Lavender, past Alice, past Matilda. And then my big chocolatey burp, which now seemed to have a mind of its own, wafted full into the face of the Trunchbull.
Bruce! Bog Trotter.
Yes, miss?
You liked my cake, didn't you, Brucey?
Yes, I did. And I'm very sorry, Mr. Trunchbull.
Oh, as long as you enjoy the cake. That's the main thing.
It is?
Yes, Bog Trotter, it is.
Well, I did. Thank you.
Wonderful. Marvelous. She's so happy. Gives me a warm glow of my lower intestines. Oh, Brucey. What's the matter, Bog Trotter? Lost the appetite?
Well, yes. I'm full.
Oh, no, you're not full. I'll tell you when you're full. And I say that criminals like you are not full to eat an entire cake.
But,
No buts. You haven't got time for buts.
but I can't eat it all.
My mistress will be sick!
Well, then he should have thought that before he made a pact with Satan and decided to steal my cake. Eat.
He can't!
Eat.
He surely can't!
Eat.
He might explode!
Eat.
A single slice! Or even two, Bruce, might have been nice. But even you, Bruce, have to admit, between you and it, there's not a lot of difference in size. He can't! He surely can't! You're the man, Bruce! He might explode! He's quite elastic! He's fantastic! Look at him go! I can't quite look in the bed! This must confirm, Bruce! When we suspect it, you have a word, Bruce! Or maybe you love this! It's like the darkness! Consider really you're inside! He can't, he surely can't! Oh, see, Bruce! You'll never again be subject to abuse, for you're a man's caboose. Should call a truce, Bruce. With every swallow you would tightly your noose. We never thought it was possible, but here it is coming true. We can have our cake and eat it too. The time has come to put that tumbling tongue to use. No excuse, Bruce. Let out your belt, I think you want your trousers loose. Oh, stuff it in, you're almost finished. You'll get to him, whatever you do, just don't give in. Don't let us win. Come on, Bruce, be our hero. Cover yourself in chocolate glory.
Too much. It's just too much.
Come on, Bruce, you can do it.
Silence.
Bruce, you'll never again be subject to abuse, for you're a man's caboose. Should call a truce, Bruce. Just one more bite and you completely cooked the goose. We never thought it was possible, but here it is coming true. We can have Trunchbull. I got carried away.
Oh, that's all right, Jenny. We all get carried away sometimes. Even me. Well, come on, Trotter. Good show. Well, come along, old Trotter. What? Oh, not to mention, there was the first part of your punishment. There's more. The second part. And the second part is choking. What?
No, Miss Trunchbull, please, you can't.
Yes, Miss Trunchbull, please, you can. Did you honestly think I would allow myself to be defeated by these maggots? Who do you think I am, Miss Honey? A weakling? An idiot? A fool? You?
But he's eaten it all. He did what you asked.
It's true, I ate a lot. Please, don't do this to me. Miss Trunchbull, no! No, Miss Trunchbull!
Yes.
No! 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 No!
Yes!
No!
Yes, you will.
No! 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 No!
That's not right!
Somewhere on a show I've heard that a picture tells 1,000 words. So tell me, if even bother to take a look, is the equivalent of like lots of books. All I know I learned from telling this big beautiful box of facts. If you know a thing already, baby, you could switch channel over just like that. Endless fun and endless laughter, folks living happily ever after. All you need to make you wise is 23-minute plus advertisement. Why would we waste our energy turning the pages 1, 2, 3? We can sit comfortably on a lovely faculty, watching people singing and talking and doing stuff. All I know I learned from telling. The bigger the tell, the smarter the man. You can tell from my big telling just what a clever of a fella I am. Take it away, son. Couldn't learn that from a stupid book. All I know I learned from telling what to think and what to buy. I was pretty smart already, but now I'm really, really smart, very, very smart. Endless channels, endless content, endless chat on endless panels. All you need to fill your muffin is to stop having to really think on nothing. Why would we waste our energy trying to work out Ulysses? We can sit comfortably on a lovely faculties, watch us like the famous people, talking to really famous people. All I know I learned from telling. The bigger the telling, the smarter the man. You can tell from my big telling just what a clever a fella I am. Now, let me get this straight. Who the dickens is Charles Dickens? Mary Shelley? Oh, she sounds smelly. Charlotte Bronte? Do not want to. Harry Potter? What a rotter. James Joyce? Oh, she doesn't sound nice. Ian McEwan? I feel like spewing. William Shakespeare? Smell like Shakespeare. Moby Dick. Hey, easy, easy. Alright, everyone? All together now.
You are.
All I know I learned from telling. The bigger the telling, the smarter the man. You can tell from my big telling what a very clever fella. Thank you. Thank you very much. I love you all. I love Ma. Oh man, I do love you so, I tell you.
Hello, I'm Lavender, by the way, Matilda's best friend. There's a part coming up, and it's all about me. Well, not exactly, but I play a big part in it. I can't tell you what it is, because I don't want to ruin it. So, what I do is I volunteer to get the Trunchbull's jug of water, and then No, self-control, Lavender. I'm not going to ruin it. And then I get a newt, and a newt is just a really ugly lizard that lives in the water. So I get the newt and then I put it in. No! Not gonna tell you anymore. I will put a newt in the transport's jug of water. It's gonna be brilliant.
When I grow up, I will be tall enough to reach the branches that I need to reach to climb the trees you get to climb when you're grown up. And when I grow up, I will be smart enough to answer all the questions that you need to know the answers to before you're grown up.
And when I grow up, I will eat sweets every day on the way to work, and I will go to bed late every night.
And I will wake up when the sun comes up, and I will watch cartoons until my eyes go square. And I won't care, 'cause I'll be all grown up when I grow up.
When I grow up, when I grow up, when I grow up, I will be strong enough to carry all the heavy things you have to hold around with you when you're grown up. When I grow up, when I grow up, when I grow up, I will be brave enough to fight the creatures that you have to fight beneath the bed each night to be a grown up. And when I grow up, I will have treats every day, and I'll play with things that help pretend that moms don't think are fun. And I will wake up when the sun comes up, and I will spend all day just lying in the sun. And I won't burn, 'cause I'll be all grown up when I grow up. When I grow up, I will be brave enough to fight the creatures that you have to fight beneath the bed each night to be a grown up. When I grow up, just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, nothing will change. When I grow up, just because I find myself in this story, it doesn't mean that everything is written for me. If I think the ending is fixed already, I might still be saying I think that it's okay. And that's not right.
Matilda, how lovely to see you. Are you enjoying school?
Oh yes, bits of it anyway. Mrs. Phelps, where's the revenge section?
We don't have a revenge section. Why? Is there a child bullying you?
Not the child exactly.
Matilda, are you sure?
Do you want to see the next part of my story?
Did you just say? Did you just say sorry? Oh, what are we waiting for?
Slowly, very slowly, the acrobat wound her shiny white scarf around her husband's neck. "For luck, my love," she said, kissing him with the gentlest of kisses. "Smile, we have done this 1,000 times." Then suddenly, she hugged him with the biggest hug in the world, so hard that he felt she would hug all the air out of him. So they prepared themselves, the most dangerous feats ever been performed. The great escapologist had escaped from the cage, lean out, catch his wife with one hand, and with the other, grab a fire extinguisher and put out the flames on his wife's specially designed dress before they reached the dynamite and blow his wife's head off.
Sorry. Go on.
The trick started well. The moment the specially designed dress was set to light, the acrobat swung to the air. The audience gasped as she hurled over the shocks and spiky objects. 1 second, 2 seconds. They watched as the flames crept up the dress. 3 seconds, 4 seconds. She began to reach her arms out toward the cage. 5 seconds, 6 seconds. Suddenly the padlocks pinched open and the heavy chains fell away. 7 seconds, 8 seconds. The door flung open. The escapologist reached out one huge muscle arm to catch his wife and the child. 9 seconds, 10 seconds.
Oh, I cannot.
11 seconds, and he grabs her and suddenly they're both covered in foam before they can both be blown to pieces.
Hooray! So the story does have a happy ending after all.
No. Maybe it was the thoughts of the child. Maybe it was nerves. But the escapologist used just to touch too much foam, and her hands became slippy and she fell.
Was she okay? Did she die?
She broke every bone in her body except the ones at the little ends of her fingers. She did manage to live long enough to have a child. The effort was too great. Love a little girl, she said. She's all we ever wanted.
Love a girl with everything. She is everything.
And then she died. And then things got worse.
What? No, they possibly couldn't get worse.
I believe they did. The escapologist was so kind that he never for 1 second blamed the evil sister for what had happened. So much so that he asked her to move in with him to help look after the child. She was nothing but cruel to the little girl, making her wash, iron, cook, and clean, and beating her if she did a thing wrong. So the little girl grew up with the meanest, cruelest, hardest end you could possibly imagine.
Oh, let's call the police!
Miss Phelps, it's just a story.
Oh, yes, of course. I knew that. Your parents must feel so lucky to have a girl as clever as you.
Yes, they say it all the time, actually. They do. They say, Matilda, you're like winning the lottery. Yeah, I better go. Bye, Miss Phelps.
I'm so clever, I'm so clever. I'm very, 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 very clever. I'm so very flaming clever. Come on, dance with me.
Stop. There's only one man I do that with.
Buzzkill. Okay, story time. 155 knackered old bangers on my hand, all polished up and ready to go. But the mileage on the clock is telling the truth, that each one were knackered. So how can I possibly fix that? I can't just get in, start the ignition, and just drive it backwards, now could I?
Backwards!
Then, I had a plan. I ran into the workshop, grabbed the drill, attached it to the speedometer, and then whacked it to reverse.
Backwards!
Backwards indeed, boy. So, apparently, a drill's motor whirls 1,000 times a second, and before I knew it, I turned those old rust buckets to clean new cars. Can you believe it? Did it to every single car.
Backwards!
Talking now. There's a good boy.
Leash to him. Then, 15 minutes later, the Russians showed up. They have giant coats, face apes, black sunglasses, top hats. I don't know who they thought they were.
Russians are nocturnal. I saw it on the program last night.
Really?
That was badgers. It was a program about badgers.
Same thing. So, did it work? Oh my God! Now I can have Rodolfo all day long.
But that's not right. What about the Russians?
What is the matter with you? What have we done to deserve such a child like you?
You know what? You know what I'm gonna do tomorrow? I'm gonna go down to that library, And I'm going to tell that old bag to never let you in again.
No, please don't!
And if she does, I have her fired. You'll never read another book for as long as you live. Under my roof. I'll put an end to your stories. Now you go up there and you stay up there. You nasty, ungrateful little creep!
At night, the escapologist's daughter cried herself to sleep alone in her room. She never said a single thing of the evil aunt's bullying, as she didn't want to cause a fuss. And so she suffered in silence. This only encouraged the woman to greater cruelties, until one day she exploded. "You are useless, filthy, nasty little creep!" And she beat her and threw her into a dank, dark, dusty cellar, locked the door, and went out. But that night, the escapologist happened to come home early. When he heard the sounds of his daughter's tears, he smashed the door open. Have I been so wrapped up for the grief of my wife that I have forgotten the one thing that matters to us most? I love you so much, my daughter. I shall spend the rest of my life making it up to you. We shall be together forever. Don't cry, Daddy. I'm alright, Daddy. Please don't cry here. Let me wipe away a tear. Daddy, forgive me. I didn't want to upset you. Please, Daddy, don't try. I'll be alright. With you by my side, I have nothing to fear. When the little girl fell asleep, the escapologist's thoughts turned to the evil aunt, and an almighty rage grew inside his great heart. This demon, this villain, this monster, she has sullied the memory of my wife. She has betrayed the trust of her own sister. She has shown cruelty to the most precious reality of my marriage. Bullying children is a game, is it? Let us see what this creature could do when the wrath of a grown man stands before her. That was the last little girl ever saw of her father, because he never came home, ever again.
Matilda, I got you those books we spoke about, so if you like,
What are you doing with those books, woman?
they're for Matilda.
No, they are not. Not on my watch. There's an age for reading and an age for being a filthy little toad. These are toads, aren't you, Bog Trotter?
Yes, Miss Trunchbull.
Yes, Miss Trunchbull. Only Bog Trotter here is not a good toad. Sit. It has become clear to me, honey, you have no idea what you are doing. You believe in kindness and fluffiness and books and stories. That is not teaching. To teach the child, you must first break the child. Quiet, you maggots!
But no one was speaking, Miss Trunchbull.
Miss Honey, please understand that when I say quiet, you maggots, you are entirely included in that statement. Where's my jug of water?
I'll get it, Miss Trunchbull.
Stupid child. Look at you, flabby, disgusting, bloating, I say. I think it's time I toughened you all up with a little fizz air. This school of late has started reeking.
Quiet, maggots, I'm speaking.
Reeking with the most disturbing scent. Only the finest nostrils smell it, but I know it oh too well. It is the odor of rebellion.
It's the bouquet of dissent.
And you may bet your britches this headmistress finds its foul odoriferousness wholly olfactorily insulting.
And so to stop this stench's spread, I find a session of this air.
Sorts the milly rank from the revolting. The smell of rebellion is out in a sweat, and this will get you sweating. And it won't be long before I smell the wrong of aiding and abetting.
A bit of this ebb with us who
has a handful of rebellious thoughts.
How?
Just like a rotten egg flows to the top of a bucket of water. The smell of rebellion, the stench of revolt, the reek of insubordination.
I can take it anymore. 1,
The
2,
a descent, the funk, a mutiny in action.
But that's not right!
Before a weed becomes too big and greedy, you really need to nip it in the bud. Position 2. Before the worms start to turn, you must scrape off the dirt and rip it from the mud. A whiff of insurgents.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
The pre-pubescent protest. The pulse of defiance.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3,
The walk
4.
of anarchy in progress. Once we've exercised these demons, they should be too pooped for scheming. Some double time discipline should stop the rot from setting in. All right, let's stop now. Double time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Discipline for children who are listening, or midgets who are fidgeting, or whispering in history, the chattering, and chittering, the nattering, and twittering is tempered with a smattering of this wind. We must begin insisting on rigidity and discipline, persistently resisting this opposite mischiefing, these minutes you are frittering, a pandering, and pitying is tempered with a smattering of this wind. The simpering, the whimpering, the dribbling, the spittling, the misguided tissue is an issue if you fix. There is no mystery to mastering the art of classroom mistressing. It's discipline. Smell of rebellion. The stench of revolt. The resistance upon the descent. The funk of moral violence. Imagine a world with no children. Close your eyes and just dream. No, imagine, come on, try it. The peace and the quiet, our bubbling stream. Now imagine a woods with a cottage, and inside that cottage we find a dwarf called Zeke, a carnival freak who can fold weapons with his mind. And he says, don't let them steal your horses. Don't let them throw them away. No. If you find your way, I'll be waiting for you. Singing. No!
She's mad!
And there, just like I said, the squeaky maggot rears her head.
Even the squeeziest, easiest mess can harbor seeds of stickiness. Have you ever seen anything more repellent? Have you ever smelled anything worse than the smell of rebellion? The stench of revolt, the reek of insubordination, the whiff of resistance, the pong of dissent. And I will not stop till you are squashed, till this rebellion is quashed, till glorious sweaty discipline has washed this sickening stench.
At all. I think it's just cruelty.
That's because you, Miss Honey, are pathetic. You are wet, you are weak. You are in fact a sniveling little newt. Newt, it's a...
What is it? Watch out, it might bite! I'm afraid it's poisonous. Quiet, children, please.
You!
Oh, no. Not me, I didn't.
Cockroach, you did this. You vile, repulsive, malicious little sinner.
Ow, stop!
What's that, maggot? Stop? We're only just getting started.
Please,
no! Miss Trunchbull, please, you pull her ear off.
I've discovered, Miss Honey, after many years of experimentation, that the ears of small to girls in the they stretch. In fact, I feel these ears stretching now.
Miss Trunchbull, no!
leave her alone, you big fat bully!
How dare you? You're not fit to be in this school. You ought to be in prison, in the deepest, dankest, darkest prison. I shall have you wheeled out, strapped to a trolley, with the muzzle over your mouth. I shall crush you. I shall pound you. I shall dissect you, madam. I shall strap you to a table to perform experiments on you. All of these disgusting little slugs shall suffer the most appalling indignities because of you. Yes, you!
Have you ever wondered, well I have, about how when I say red, for example, there's no way of knowing if red means the same thing in your head. Red means in my head when someone says red. Now if we are traveling at almost the speed of light, and we're holding a light, that light will still travel away from us. At the full speed of light, we seems right in a way, but I'm trying to say, I'm not sure, but I wonder if inside my head, I'm not just a bit different from some of my friends. These answers, they come into my mind unwritten. These stories delivered to me fully written. And when everyone shouts like they seem to like shouting, the noise in my head is incredibly loud. And I just wish they stopped. My dad and my mom and the telly and stories will stop for just once. And I'm sorry, I'm not quite explaining it right. This noise becomes anger, and the anger is light. And it's burning inside me, would usually fade, but it isn't today. And the heat and the shouting, and my heart is pounding, and my eyes are burning, and suddenly everything is quiet. Like silent, but not really silent. Just that nice kind of quiet, like the sound of a page being turned in a book, or a pause in a walk in the woods. Quiet, like silent, but not really silent.
thoughts in your head. And though the people around me, their mouths are still moving, the words they are forming cannot reach me anymore. And it is quiet, and I am warm. Like I've said. Into the eye of the storm.
Miserable collection of punishments for children. And you, madam, something like a squid or squits are being taught. But I shall there's nothing I shall do. No length I shall not go. No punishment I shall not inflict. No ear I shall back. No finger I will not. What? What? What is it? You don't need to be. I don't need to be. Oh no!
Well, that was interesting. I think we all better go home while we still can. Yay! Matilda? What? Matilda, I think it'd be wise to go. Please! I did it with my eyes. Am I strange? How do you fancy a nice cup of tea? What do you think this thing is? The thing with my eyes? I can't pretend like I know, Matilda, but I don't think we should be frightened of it. I think it has something to do with that incredible mind of yours.
You think that my brains are getting so big that they're gonna shoot out of my ears?
Well, not exactly, but yeah, something like that. You certainly are a special girl, Matilda. I met your mother. She's unusual. What about your father? Is he as proud to have a daughter as clever as you?
Oh, he is. He says it all the time. He says, Matilda, you're... It's not true, Miss Honey. He doesn't say that at all. He calls me a nasty little creep.
I see.
Well, here we are. Oh, sweetheart. Miss Honey, are you poor?
Yes, I am very.
Don't they pay teachers very much?
Well, they don't actually, but I'm even poor the most because of other reasons. You see, I used to live with my aunt, but I was out walking one day, and I came across this old shed. I fell completely in love with it. I ran to the farmer and begged him to let me move in. He thought I was mad, but he agreed, and I've lived here ever since.
But Miss Honey, you can't live in a shed.
I'm not strong like you, Matilda. You see, my father died when I was young. Landis was his name. He was very kind, but when he was gone, my aunt became her legal guardian. She was mean and cruel. You can hardly imagine. And then, when I got my job as a teacher, she presented me with a bill for looking after me all those years. She'd written everything down. Every tea bag, every electricity bill, every tin of beans.
Did he really do that? Magnus, I mean. Did he give her his entire house?
I don't know. I find it hard to believe. Just like I cannot believe he would have killed himself, which is what she said happened.
You don't think she did him in, do you?
I cannot say, Matilda. All I know is that after years of being bullied by that woman, made me, well, pathetic. I was trapped.
And that's why you live here.
This roof keeps me dry.
the cold and gray. This floor I can stand on my own 2 feet. On this chair I can write my lessons. On this pillow I can dream my nights away. And this table, as you can see, looks perfect for tea. Isn't much, it is enough for me. Isn't much, it is enough. On these walls I hang wonderful pictures. Through this window I can watch the seasons change. By this lamp I can read. And I am set free. It's cold outside, I feel no fear. Even through the winter storms, I am warm by a small but stubborn fire. And there is nowhere I would not be. Isn't much, it is enough for me. Isn't much, it is enough. This is my house. Isn't much, it is enough for me. Oh, this is my house. This is my house. It isn't much, but it is enough. It's cold and bleak, I feel no fear. Even through the fiercest storms, I am warm by a small stubborn fire. Even when outside it's freezing, I don't pay much heed. I know that everything I need is in you. Isn't much, it is enough for me. Isn't much, but it is enough for me.
Miss Honey, is this your father's scarf?
Yes, my mother gave it to him. You see, she was
An acrobat.
well, yes. How did you? And my father was
an anthropologist.
Matilda, how do you know that?
So they were your parents?
What? Who?
The people in my story.
What story?
A story I've been telling all my life. I thought I was making it up, but it's real. Miss Honey, I've seen your life.
You've seen my life.
She did him in. Let's go to the police.
What? No, we can't. We have no evidence.
But you could just tell them that she did it.
It wouldn't work, Matilda. My word against hers. They will never believe she was capable of murder.
She was so cruel to you. She beat you and threw you into a dank, dark, dusty cellar.
Stop, Matilda, please.
Miss Honey, your aunt's a murderer. Who is she?
A contract is a contract is a contract.
Miss Trunchbull!
In this world, children, there are two types of human beings. The winners and the losers. I am the winner. I play by the rules and I win. But if I play by the rules and I do not win, then something is wrong. Something is not working. And when something is not working, you have to put it right. Even if it screams. What are you looking at?
You.
This class is going to have a very special spelling test. Any child who gets a single answer wrong will go to choking. You. Spell, oh no, let me see. Spell newt.
Newt. N-E-W-T. Newt.
What?
Miss Honey taught us. She's very good at teaching.
Miss Honey is too soft and peachy to be good at anything. Any moron can see that. You. Spell revolting.
Revolting. R-E-V-O-L-T-I-N-G. Revolting.
You're cheating.
Of course she's not cheating. She's simply spelling the word.
These little specks are dust. Can't be as clever. They are worms.
I've taught them, that's all. With patience, kindness, and respect.
How dare you bring those words to my classroom, madam? You know nothing of teaching, and I shall prove it. You, football, snot nose, spell Calicomanial subject codicinosis.
What? But that's not a word, you just made it up.
Spell a ghost show. And I should warn you, it has silent letters.
Right. A-M-C-H-E-L-L K.
I'm so sorry. It was spelling Z. You're going to kill me.
Cat. C-A-N. Cat. I got it wrong, miss. You have to put me in Chunky too.
What?
Banana. A-B-F-G. Angry.
Stop, you hear?
Naughty. P-U-F-Q-R-S-Y-Z.
Stop, this is...
Snot-nose. U-T-O-O-O. Big, fat, bully. B-Y-T-L-F-S-G. Revolting! Revolting!
You had to put me in choky too. You can't put us all in choky, miss. Come now, maggots. Do you think I haven't thought of that? I've been busy. I built a whole array of chokies, one for each and every one of you. And now, it's our little spelling test over. I can tell you that each and every one of you has failed. You see, in this world, there are two types of human beings. The winners and the losers. And I, Emma...
The chalk! Look! The chalk!
What?
It's moving! It's writing something!
What the devil is this? Who?
No one! No one's doing anything! Agatha.
Agatha. This is Magnus.
No, it can't be.
Give my Jenny back her house!
No.
Then leave!
It can't be Magnus.
Or I will get you
No.
like you got me!
No!
Run! 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 Run!
Never again will she get the best of me. Never again will she take away my freedom. And we won't forget the day we both
With the right to be a little bit naughty! Never again!
the choking doors that
Never again! Never again! My home says I'm here! Never again! Never again will we live behind bars! Never again now they know we are revolting children living in revolting times! You sing revolting songs! You sing revolting rhymes! We'll be revolting children till our revolting sun! And we'll have the trust revolting, we're revolting! Ah! We are revolting children living in revolting times! You sing revolting songs! You sing revolting rhymes! We'll be revolting children till our revolting sun! And we'll have the trust revolting, we're revolting! We will become a screaming horde! Take us to coffee sticks and use it as a sword! Never yet will we be ignored. We'll find out where the talk is gone and draw real pictures on the board. It's not insulting, we're revolting! We can SBL how we like,
later, the Acrobat anthropologist's daughter received a letter from a solicitor. It said that she was now the owner of a beautiful old home that was formerly owned by her evil aunt, one Agatha Trunchbull. She moved in immediately and was very happy, the happiest that she's ever been in her entire life.
As to Miss Trunchbull, she was never seen again. The Choki was immediately destroyed, and a new headmistress took over.
And her name was Miss Honey, and it was often said that it was the best school in all the land.
And you know something else? Matilda was never again able to move things with her eyes. I thought perhaps it was because her mind was being challenged, but she said it was because she had no need for superpowers anymore. But sometimes I would look at Matilda, this little girl who had done so much to help others, but who was stuck with parents who were mean and cruel and called her names, and it would make my blood boil. And I wish I could just do something.
And so, this is the end. I wish so much I can tell you that there was a happy ending, that Matilda got all the love that she deserved. But perhaps the truth is, not all stories have happy endings.
Wait. Pack your things up. We are going to Spain now.
Spain? But why? Because this idiot, this twit-brain thought it was a good idea to sell 155 old bangers to the Russian mafia.
Well, I didn't know there were Russian mafias now, did I? Pack your things up. We got to go now.
Let Matilda stay here with me.
I beg your pardon?
Mr. Wormwood, I would love to look after Matilda, if she would like to stay with me, that is. I would look after her with love and respect and kindness, and I would pay for everything. Would you like that, Matilda?
Yes, I would.
You mean, leave our daughter here with you?
What did you just call me?
Quick, they'll be here soon.
Dad, you just called me your daughter.
You idiots, they're here, I told you!
Quick, hide behind the stairs.
You are the Wormwood's daughter.
Yes.
Where is your father?
I don't know.
The Wormwood is a stupid man, and being stupid he assumed I was stupid too. And that is a very stupid and rude thing to do.
Yes, I'm afraid my father was quite rude and very, very stupid.
You know these? At least that is one clever one in the family. What is your name, little girl?
Matilda.
I like you, Matilda. You seem smart. Sadly, in my line of work, I do not get to meet people smart like you. Most of the people I deal with, their thinking is all backwards.
Backwards!
Hey, watch the suit. Don't tear it up. This costs more than your life, you know.
Not my clothes.
Don't!
Ей дай же буклави своего мерцаца уца! Да, приятно поставить такой умной девочкой!
Спасибо, мне тоже приятно познакомиться с вами.
Дай, ты говоришь по-русски?
Да так хорошо, как вы меня хотели. Если квалифицирует, я буду стараться изучать его дальше.
Matilda, who taught you to speak Russian?
Well, I suppose I taught myself. See, I was reading Dostoevsky, and I thought it would be better to read the language it was written in.
My name is Sergei. It is truly an honor to meet you, Matilda. Matilda, your father has been very stupid and rude to both of us, yes? I can very easily have one of my friends teach him some manners. And one day, when he leaves hospital, he will still be stupid, but not so rude, I think. I give this as a gift to you. What do you say?
Miss Sergei, this is a very tempting offer. But he is my father, and I am his daughter. And I think I had enough revenge.
This little girl, this miracle, Matilda.
Da.
Hey, blokes, come on, we can focus on this. Be simple!
No! Don't get it yes!
I thought you said yes.
I thought you said yes as well.
Matilda! I said Matilda! What is wrong with you people today?
Sorry, boss.
I'm sorry.
Matilda, your father is a very, very, very stupid man. But he is also very, very, very lucky to have you as his daughter. But if I do business here again, and I see him, he will not be so lucky.
Quick, get up before they come back.
But what if our daughter? You want to stay with Miss Honey and you want to take care of her?
Yes.
Oh, well, fine by me. Let's go. Come on.
Thank you!
And they hardly noticed as the wormwood sped away into the distance.
Because they had found each other.
Yes, because they had found each other. Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, nothing will change. When I grow, just because I find myself in this story, it doesn't mean that everything is written for me. If I think the ending is fixed already, I might as well be saying I think that it's okay. That's not right.
No one's gonna tell you what to wiggle your bum.
No one's gonna love you if you don't know the rumba.
Everybody loves a little something exotic.
But learning a language is over the top.
It doesn't really matter if you don't know nuts.
As long as you do it with the volume up.
The less you have to sell, the harder you sell it. The less you have to say, the louder you yell it. The dumber the act, big is the confession. The less you have to show, the louder you stress it. You gotta get up and be loud.